VMware Workstation Pro 17. If y'all don't know, Neon is kind of confined to a Chromebook right now. He is showing interest in booting some distro of Linux. It's an Ubuntu-based distro. It's called Kubuntu. And basically what we're going to be doing is creating the same environment on a virtual space. I'm going to build a virtual Chromebook and run Kubuntu on it, just to produce a test environment to make sure that Neon is capable of running Kubuntu on his Chromebook. So we're going to create a new virtual machine. We're going to do the typical configuration. There's no need for us to get advanced with this. And it's going to ask you what image you want to boot from. We're going to select I will install the operating system later. It's a Linux-based operating system based off of Ubuntu. We're going to name this Kubuntu because that is the flavor that we're running. Neon's Chromebook is limited to 16 gigabytes of disk space. We're actually going to store this as a single file. You really only need to divide it into multiple files if you plan on putting your virtual machine on a flash drive. We're going to leave all of this the same right now. Before we even boot the machine up, we're going to go into the machine settings. It does have 4 gigs of RAM, and that's a recommended, so doing good there. Now, Neon's Chromebook runs one microprocessor with 2 cores in it. So we're going to change number of processors to 1 and number of cores per processor to 2. And then we're going to go down to this CD/DVD SATA, and this is where we're going to put our ISO file in. You'll see here I downloaded the Kubuntu 22.10 desktop. So now that we've selected our ISO file, changed the processors, verified RAM and hard disk space as 4 gigabytes and 16 gigabytes, we can go ahead and power on this virtual machine. I'm actually going to make this full screen by pressing Control-Alt-Enter. We're going to install Kubuntu. We're going to go ahead and hit the install option on here. Verify that we are using an English US keyboard. And when we get to this screen, since it's on a Chromebook and we're trying to take up as little space as possible, we're going to do the minimal installation. But I still want to download updates while installing Kubuntu. We're going to use the entire disk. This says 17.2 because of the size of the ISO file. But if you're booting it from a USB drive, that won't matter. I'm going to hit continue. And we are in the Eastern time zone. I'm just going to name myself Delta. Your usernames will always be all lowercase, and make sure you create a super secure password. You don't want anybody else logging into your computer. I think that's pretty secure. Let's go. It'll give you all these tips and tricks while it's installing Kubuntu on your machine. Restart now. Now it's taken up our whole screen, so we like that. Now, I am a big fan of dark themes, so we're going to go ahead and change this to dark mode, apply. Now we can go in here, go ahead and download these updates. And now we want to find Discord. All right. Discord. I actually want to pin this to the task manager. Boom, boom. And now we can see, look, here's my server with the live vibes. And then you just shut it down like you would any other computer. Go to your start menu, shut down, shut down. But yeah, so there's our test of Kubuntu in a Chromebook environment. So Neon, I think that might be a good solution for you. Kubuntu for the win.